Welcome to your Networth's Network. I'm your host, Corey McNabb, and this is just a little networking podcast. We hang out, we bring people on, let them talk about themselves, learn about them, their business, and figure out how we can all work together. So, my goal in life is to rise to a place of excellence, and I want to bring you with me. So, that being said, today's special guest is my good friend, Sahat Votan. Come on up here.
Hey, thanks, Corey. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
What's up, Sahat? How you doing?
I am magnificent. How are you flowing?
I am doing fantastic. So just got a little sickness running around the family, but other than that, so far I've gotten away from it.
So that's a blessing.
Oh yeah. So Sahat, go ahead, give us a little can't speak introduction into yourself. Tell us about yourself.
So I am a health and wellness practitioner. I address health from every standpoint, from mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. And one of the things that I do is, as a spiritual integrator, is I help to set up a routine for everyone that comes to me that is specific to them, that unifies mind, body, and soul, so that they can get to that level of self mastery, whatever self mastery looks like for them. So in that, I saw a need for financial literacy and financial help, because that is something else that is uh, something that is a concern to everybody who lives out here in the civilized world, that's out here paying bills and everything. So I wanted to incorporate that as well. So with Prodigious Solutions, our main focus is government contracting and blockchain technologies.
Okay. So I'm not making the connection. How is the blockchain technologies helping unify mind, body, and soul?
Beautiful question. So the main concern with the blockchain technology is revolutionizing, evolving the healthcare system. So one of the things that we're focused on is creating a model that takes the biometric information only, but not the private information from the client or from the person, and it sends that biometric data to the physician, to the doctor, and so it protects everybody's privacy. So not only does it protect your privacy, but it also puts the power of your records, of your information in your hands. Because how often have you gone to a doctor that wasn't your normal doctor, and they weren't able to pull your records up in their system? So we're going to unify that, but then also provide a way for everybody to get compensated. So the doctors, the researchers, everybody who's contributing to the system is going to get compensated for their research, for their services. Uh, there's a learn to earn aspect where the person who is, say, dealing with a health issue like diabetes has all the information. They have a archive, a library of information at their fingertips that they have access to, and there will be levels and or certificates that a person will earn that will have information pertinent to whatever health issue that they're dealing with. So for the diabetic patient, there will be things that they can implement in their diet, ways that they can exercise, and there'll be levels to it. So there's a lot of different moving components, but that's how we're implementing the health, and also bridging the allopathic and the alternative medicine services. So it's not that we're getting rid of one or the other, but we want to have the person have the best options for them.
Okay, so I want to see if I'm understanding. Basically, because from what I know, which is not a lot when it comes to this side of things, but blockchain goes hand in hand with cryptocurrency.
Yes, yes. Cryptocurrency is the crypto is a currency that is used on the blockchain.
Okay, so are you saying your um, business is going to be a center for these different types of healthcare products and or services that will mainly be paid through by crypto?
You can use crypto, but you can also use fiat currency as well. So there'll be that option where you can, depending on wherever the person is, wherever the person their financial services that they have, they'll be able to attain the information and utilize this system to the fullest.
Okay. And so will you be creating your own coin for this or are you using other coins?
No, we'll be using other coins.
You have any in mind?
Bitcoin, Ethereum, Optimism, the main ones.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. So, how long have you been doing? I guess the because I'm really curious about the mind, body, and soul unification stuff. So, how long have you been doing that? How'd you get started in that?
Ooh, this has been something that's been a passion of mine since I was a child. But I got my certifications when I was in my 20s, and then I started my business in 2017. Uh, like I quit my job and focused all my energy on my business, and that has expanded because I started off with just diet, uh, whatever it is you eat. I was just only focused on like naturopathic medicine. But then I saw a need to incorporate everything because it's not what you eat. It's not just what you eat. It's not just exercise. It's not just meditation. It's all of these things. And I think that's where we get caught up is, oh, I'm gonna just go do this because I heard, this fad over here. I heard someone talking about this. Or I'm gonna go do keto, and it's like, no, we all have different blood types, we all have different physiology, and we should all eat according to our blood type, according to our physiology.
So, when you say blood type, you talking like A, B, all that stuff, or is it like actual blood work that you see? Oh, well, you show signs of you need this type, or you have these deficiencies and stuff like that.
Yes, to both.
Okay.
So yes, it is your blood type, but also when you go and get a blood panel done, and then you take it to a dietitian, for example, they can tell you exactly what it is that you're missing in your body, in your system, and then you can incorporate that into your body, into your diet accordingly.
Okay. So, does your company do the blood work, or do you have to go outside and get blood work and then bring it to you?
I have to go outside and get the blood work done, but I'm working on a lot right now.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Awesome. So, I had never even considered a business like that. You said certifications. What certifications do you have to get for that kind of thing?
So for me, I got a naturopathic certification, natural health consultant, Kundalini Reiki. There's several different certifications that encompass all this. So when I'm talking about the spiritual health, it's the Reiki, the Kundalini Reiki master. When I'm talking about the fitness and the diet, it's the naturopathic medicine, the natural health consultant. certifications.
Okay. So, for our audience members who have never heard of Kundalini Reiki, can you give a brief explanation on that?
Absolutely, absolutely. So Reiki is energy healing. It's energy that exists all around us. So anytime you've ever, say, gotten a pain, like you've gotten a stomach ache, and you put your hand on your stomach, and you're like, oh, I just want this to stop, and you know, your intuition is telling you to send energy to that part of your body to focus on healing that. So there's a way that you can channel that energy consciously. So I teach others how to tap into that energy that's all around us for healing. And it's used to heal a wide range of things from birth traumas to your DNA to your chakras, which are the energy centers in your body that govern different aspects of your physical and your energetic bodies. Like they govern different parts of your brain, different parts of your organs, different parts of your physical aspect, but then they also govern different parts of your energetic bodies, your emotions, uh, your spiritual energy, your aura, things like this. Might be I'm like, wait, I just said aura. So your aura is your energy field that's all around you. So everything is connected. So your organs, your chakras, they're all connected. So if your chakras are in misalignment, your something's going to be off in your physical body, like your organs, for example. So when we talk about, and this will be for another conversation, but when we talk about like your traumas, for example, in this lifetime, we store our traumas in our stomach. So for somebody who's been through a lot of traumatic experiences, they've been through a lot of environmental stresses, they're going to have stomach issues. They're more than likely going to have like ulcers, or it might even progress to some kind of cancer in the stomach uh, if it's prolonged.
Okay. It's a lot of stuff. I've heard a little bit about it, but you gave me a more in depth description. So there's a lot of stuff I don't really understand, but that's what future talks are for, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, Sahat, I do have a few questions for you. First off, what made you want to be here on the podcast today?
I'm always looking to connect with like-minded spirits, and when me and you connected at that Bury the Hatchet event, like your energy just automatically like it resonated with me, and I felt like you and I are going to be working together.
Okay, well, that kind of leads into the second question, which is why aren't we working together already?
I just got to the area, so we're making that happen. We're definitely making that happen.
All right. Yeah, you just moved here. I'll let it pass this time. All right, awesome, Sahat. Well, go ahead, tell me what are some strengths of yours, either in business or just in your personal life?
One of my biggest strengths is, how do I want to say this? Empathy, customer service, connecting with people. Because when you can empathize with somebody, you can put yourself in their shoes. You can provide the best experience for them, and we're all serving in some kind of way. And we all have customer service skills. You know, that's just a professional way of saying being a great human.
Hmm.
So that is one of my greatest skills, is to be able to connect with people where they're at and help them to get where they want to be, whatever wherever that is, the desired outcome.
Gotcha. Well said. So, On the flip side of that, what are some of your weaknesses?
Ooh, you
Time to
know,
be real, Sahat.
ooh, I I care too much. Like, you know, you can't save everyone. Um, and sometimes I've gotten stuck on the people that didn't show up for themselves. So it's like, oh, and I have to remind myself, like, wait, like I can show up, but if they're not showing up for themselves, it has to be a mutual exchange. So,
Mhm.
I sometimes get caught up in that, like, oh, I want to help everybody. Like we all just like, for those that are in that space where I just want to help people, you want to help as many people as possible. But, we're
Yep.
all here to help the people that we're meant to help.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Speaking of help, what do you need help with that will make you money in the next 30 days?
Ooh. We're talking about real estate at that event. I really have a desire to tap into that and really get leads and really learn the system on what are the questions that you're asking when you're communicating with people. Like if I can just sit down and watch somebody in the process and just like learn it, oh, I got it.
Okay. So are you looking for like someone closing deals, like talking to sellers? Are you looking more towards talking to agents?
I would say more to sellers, but I really want to learn it all because I'm not sure what all it encompasses, and I may need to learn it all just to be able to master each aspect of it. So that I can be the best. So, I would say definitely like sellers. Sellers
Okay.
number one.
Well, I got to recommend my mentor, Pace Morby. He's got a bunch of YouTube videos going over real estate in general, but he also has quite a few where he's on the phone with sellers. Um,
Okay.
and so definitely recommend that. There is another guy that I work with. His name is Andrew, but I think on social media he's known as Sub2 Drew.
Okay.
He also does a lot of talking on the phone. He'll do both sellers and agents. I think more geared towards agents though. Um, but I may be wrong. So there's definitely a resource for you there. Um, so that's good. Uh, my question is, how is watching those videos or getting those resources going to help you make money in the next 30 days?
I've got somebody that I'm learning a little bit from here and there, but again, it's like I haven't actually seen the process of them actually communicating with somebody. Like, what does that communication look like between um, the wholesaler and the seller, or the
Okay.
wholesaler and the buyer? So if like I know what to look for. So if I know what to look for and I know how to talk to these people, then I can get to the next step.
Well,
Those and deals.
Sahat, you might already know this, um, and a part of you might loathe me for saying it, but if you know what to look for, but you want to learn how to say or how to talk to them, the best way is to just start talking to them.
Mm.
I know, it's rough, it's heavy,
Message received. Message received.
but and I had to go through the same thing. I had the same type of thing because I've been in the process of learning real estate for the past 3, coming up on 4 years.
Okay.
But it really wasn't until the last half of last year that I really started diving into it. I say last half. Honestly, it probably wasn't until October when I actually joined Sub 2 community that I really started diving in. And the big thing is taking action. So even though I kept telling myself, oh, you don't have enough information. You don't, you need to learn more before you start. That's like waiting for all the lights to turn green before you drive to the store, right? You just got to start driving. So I got with Andrew and a couple other people, and I just started calling. And I went off their little generic script that they had, which was something simple like, hey, I'm a buyer looking to buy my next rental, and just wanted to see what's going on with the property. And I pretty much got laughed off a lot. And so then I had to tweak it to fit what matched with my personality. And now I'll get to a point where today I had a call with an agent that I ended up on the phone for like 25 minutes explaining how we buy property subject to. And so it's a process, right? I haven't closed my first deal yet, but because I keep taking action, because I keep driving and hitting those stoplights and then keep going, I will get to my destination.
Yes.
So
Thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah, that's what I'll say to you, Sahat. And hey, man, like, I don't know what your work schedule looks like, but feel free to call me up and say, hey, can you, be on the other end of the line, or let's meet up and go talk to these people or whatever. And I have no problem doing that.
I appreciate that a lot, Corey. Thank you so much.
So yeah, I've found, even though I may not be super experienced in things, I have way more confidence if I know I'm helping someone or teaching someone something than me going and doing it by myself.
I feel that.
So there you go. There's a couple tips for you.
Man, that was very helpful, especially the references.
Oh, no. I like to think I'm pretty good at like doing analogies and stuff. But to be honest, there are sometimes it's terrible.
Hey, I've been there, so I get it.
All right, so Sahat, where can people find you in order to get in touch with you?
So you can find me on Twitter or X, whatever your preference is. Sahat_Votan.
Okay, and are you pretty active on that? I've never used X, so I don't know the system.
I am pretty active on there.
Okay,
That's the most active social media that I'm on.
gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, well, Sahat, I really appreciate you. And we'll get together and do some business here soon.
Let's make it happen. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Corey. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Sahat. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come hang out with me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anytime. I'm here for it.
All right. Well, guys, that was our show. I hope you enjoyed Sahat. I thought it did pretty good. I learned some stuff I didn't know about. So do me a favor, like and subscribe. Comment below if you think you know more about this stuff than Sahat does, which I don't know. He seemed pretty confident. Or if you just want to know more, like if you want to know more about anything, if you think this guy behind me is ridiculously good looking, more so than this guy right here, then you can put that in the comments too. But I'll take your criticisms, whatever. It's all cool, man. I just want to get to know you. So if you like it, I'll put the description to see about getting into this podcast. I just want to meet more people, make more connections. So let's do this. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.